Do you know how to sell? Do you know how to sell? Let me know in the comments right now if you have ever sold something to someone, whether that's online or at your job or door to door, in person, on the phone. Have you ever sold something, a product, a physical thing, an online digital product? And if you, I'm going to make a guess. I'm going to say that a lot of people actually have sold before and they may not even realize it. Selling is in negotiating and sometimes it's in convincing, but it's mostly influencing. And I have to say that if you have to convince someone of something, you might have already lost the sale. Before we keep going, I want to make sure that you know that if you click on the links below, you will go to my Lovable Income Challenge. And what's happening is September 1st through the 3rd, 2026, I'm having a 3-day sales summit. And it is for and included with the Lovable Income Challenge. That means that if you already have the Lovable Income Challenge, you're already in it. You're one of the 140 people already in it the last couple of weeks. You get that for free, and I'll see you next week or whenever you see this. I'll see you September 1st to the 3rd or in the replays that I'll put up after. It's also at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, which is a much better time for a lot of people, including in different places outside of the United States. It also means that if you're not yet in Lovable Income Challenge, you get this as a bonus, and this is the right time to do it. Now, let me tell you a little bit else. I am going to change the price of Lovable Income Challenge. Today it is $199. I said that for the first 100 people, I would keep it at that discounted rate. I was going to go up to 249, 299 after that. And I decided to keep it for a few more people like you. But what I have decided that I did not know I was going to do, based on the experience and the success that people have had in it in the last couple of weeks alone, is I am going to change the price to $997, almost $1,000, because it is much more of $1,000 product than it is a $200 product. So please, if you see this video, go and get Lovable Income Challenge at $199, which comes with the sales summit, either live or the replay, depending on when you see it, or if you can see it live. And it comes with something called Lovable OS, which is an accompaniment, which is AI accompaniment that helps you save credits on this AI platform called Lovable that the whole challenge is around. It helps you make incredible things. It's really, really cool. It's a bonus. And normally it costs $99 on its own, which of course is too inexpensive. So get it now at the 199. I'm going to tell you blatantly, I'm going to spend time during this video. I know a lot of people clicked off because they're like, this isn't like optimized for views, whatever, on YouTube. I don't care. What I care about is you who are still here and you need to be in it. You are the person who's like, I've been thinking about this. I've heard you talk about this Lovable thing. I may have even tried it. I don't know if it's for me. I'm telling you, it's going to go up to $1,000. So grab it now and then you'll have access to it. It's a one-time payment and then you just have access to it. Okay, so let me show you something. If you don't know if Lovable is for you, and we're going to talk about sales, okay? So Tina 2 days ago says Lovable Income Challenge, and she's inside of that right now. And I said 140 members, and that's because about 13 have not signed in yet. She says, I am so out of words. I bought this challenge yesterday. I have just started going through the PPT, the PowerPoint presentation, and 20 minutes through the slides, I decided to put a random prompt on Lovable to see what happens based on those slides. Note that I didn't have a Lovable account before today, and that all of this is new to me. And look, this is a wonderful landing page it created for me out of the blue. The crazy thing is, all the links are functional. Crazy amazing. And see, she gives us a little sneak peek. And then we can go to it, see if it's available. That's her preview link. So that's what she's going to learn, right? I'm going to tell her, look, you sent us your preview link. We can't see that because she doesn't know because she just started. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of stuff where you're like, well, why do I need this challenge? It's because there's certain things that people who use Lovable don't realize. And now you'll know it. So look at this. This is really cool. This is too cool. It's beautiful. And we have all kinds of, in their classroom, we have these 6 simple steps, very clear. And then we have all kinds of prompts and advanced things. And when I say prompts, what I mean is like you just copy and paste, and then you get kind of the stuff that Tina got. So why am I talking about Lovable when I'm talking about sales? And why is the sales summit inside of Lovable? We are in this moment where we can do things that we could not do even just a few months ago with AI. And we can create value for ourselves right now. We can create value. This is a time where AI is in a place where anybody who is, even if they're not a coder or a tech person, can type in a few words and get something on the other side. And then with a little bit of training, can know some advanced steps that'll actually be something they can hand over to someone and actually get paid for it. People are buying my students' pages and landing pages. So basically, you take Lovable, you can create a bunch of stuff, but I have them creating websites, landing pages, sales pages, little tools to use. And I suggest at the beginning that you sell them for $300 because that's this sort of pocket that I found where it's like the easiest ask. It's not asking for so much that you get nervous. But let me tell you something. People are coming back and they're like, okay, I did the first 2 for 300, but then I did for 500, then I did for 1,000. Somebody sold one for 1,500. Somebody sold a package for like, the page and then like maintenance for like $3,500. These are people who didn't know how to do this a few days ago. They didn't know how to make these pages. And then the sales part is the part that people get so scared of. So people can get scared of the tech, which we very much so demystify inside of the challenge. And then you get scared a little bit of like reaching out to people, talking to people, finding new customers. I've never done this before. I've always worked for somebody. I currently work for somebody, or I have my own business, but it's not like I don't know how to do this. I think when I said before was that if you're in the convincing business, you've already probably lost the sale. That's why I didn't mind that probably 70% of the people already clicked off this video. And if you're still here, you're like my person, right? Because I don't need to convince you of anything. What I want to do is help influence your decision by telling you what you may want to know, what you may have questions about, or what's still unclear. I'm influencing your decision by letting you know, hey, people are actually making good money from this. There are no guarantees of what you could make, if anything at all, but people are doing it. Real life people just like you. And then the sales part of it, if you if you feel uncomfortable selling, I want you to get more comfortable with having conversations. That is why, by the way, most of my YouTube videos feel more conversational than anything. I did this survey, and I'll put the survey link below too because it's just been phenomenal. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you have filled this out in the past few days. And most people are saying, and I'm not posting anybody's answers, I'm just looking at the answers. Most people are saying that they love my YouTube channel the most of anything that I do, like by percentage, that's what people said. And then they're also saying the reason they do is because I seem trustworthy and I seem most of the time calm. Sometimes I get a little, woo, but most of the time calm and clear. And I help demystify things for people. And I'm just having a conversation with you. And meanwhile, some percentage of the people who see me on YouTube goes off like you could do today, and they buy something from me that helps them. And that makes a lot of money for me. So you don't see me here like, hey, if just yelling at you and doing like a used car salesman type of thing. Some people might think that way. They may take it that way, but that's not my intention. My intention is like to talk to you. That's my style of sales. That's my style of, hey, it doesn't matter if you buy from me today or in 6 months. I want to be beneficial to you. I want something that I say to you for free on YouTube to help you make money. Why wouldn't I? So if you think about the convincing, that's a lot of uphill work, convincing. Next time you look to sell something, I want you to think more of what would help influence their decision. Make that mental click, toggle it over, like from convincing to influencing, and see if the conversation is a little bit different or your way of approaching it, and certainly the results. See if it's different. That's one thing we're going to talk about during the sales summit on September 1st or the 3rd. And we're going to go do a deep dive of exactly the techniques and the ways you can do it. And it's not I've never like taken a course on sales manipulation or I've never tried to do that before because like, I feel, I feel like not a great actor. And I'm not saying that to belittle myself. I just feel like that's what I know about myself. But I feel like I am a great improviser. So, improv comedy and then acting. I don't think I would be great at acting just yet unless I wanted to study it. But I do think today I'm really great at improv. And sales is improv. Sales is jazz, like I'm sure some corny person has said that before me being the corny person to say it. But it's true. It's like you should be listening to the person on the other side as much as you're talking and listening more than you're talking. I can't do that really here on YouTube except to ask you for your comments and ask for your feedback. And certainly this survey that I put out a few days ago has been incredibly helpful. I'm listening. I'm taking those notes from you so seriously. And it's going to be, and it already has started to be, interwoven into how I do things now. It's such a rich tapestry of information for me. So I want you to think about sales as conversations and sales as also filtering. One more time, I'll say it. Most people left this video. It's just the truth. I can see the stats. I kind of know it by now with all these videos I've done. Most people left early on because they thought, oh, this is a sales pitch, or I don't need to know about Lovable, or I don't need to know about sales, or she's not entertaining me enough, right? Whatever the reason may be. I didn't capture their attention long enough. But the people who are here who get to hear this part, you are more likely to be someone who would do really well in the Lovable Income Challenge because this is what I do in there. I do videos like this in there where I'm teaching you. I'm doing workshops. I'm showing you things. I'm doing deep dives. And if you're not able to watch like, longer than a 5 minute, video of me, you probably are not going to do well in the Lovable Income Challenge. But if you're like, yeah, I want this to be like I just paid to go to a school or a college and I'm taking a course and I want to learn it. And then I have the students who are taking it with me over there in this other room that I get to talk to them afterwards and during. If you want that vibe, and then if you want to see me live, certainly at the sales summit, that's all kind of it's like I'm filtering for the right fit just as much as you're filtering for, do I spend my money on this? I will tell you again, it is going to go up by quite a bit of money and it'll still be very much so worth it. I absolutely think that if you have been thinking about this, you should go ahead and do it. You should go ahead and join so that you have it. I have another video coming out very soon, maybe today, maybe this weekend, and I haven't filmed it yet, so I don't know when it's going to be, where I'm going to talk about how I've told people this week to stop buying from me until I help you make money. And I mean that. There's more information I'll give you, but basically what I'm saying is I'm not saying never buy from me. I want you literally been talking about that this whole video, but I want you to not just buy stuff so you can have stuff. I want you to do something about it. Don't buy this if you're not going to go and do something with it. That's what we need is action. This is what I'm learning in this survey, y'all. I'm learning that there's a lot of information that you have access that I give you for very little, either free or very small amount, paid, but you're not implementing. And that's why I'm having this. That's one of the reasons I'm having the sales summit is that during that sales summit, we are doing. We are going to be, I'm going to be pausing and it's 2 hours per day. I'm like, get your phones out. Let's go. Get your emails. Let's go. We're going to work together. If that feels cool to you, if that feels like, yeah, that's just exactly what I need somebody to tell me what to write and when to write it and like make me push that publish button, then this is going to be a lot of fun for you. I will see you there. I have the links below. Go out and do something today that makes you proud. Think about influencing rather than convincing, and that could change everything for you.